Hey guys, my name is Robbie Johnson, and I want to talk to y'all a little bit about the carnivore diet today. Um, I am not a doctor. I am not any kind of a coach or any kind of a nutritionist. I don't have any degrees or certifications to say that I'm studied in these areas. That's what I'm not. What I am is I'm someone I've lost 65 pounds in 18 weeks off the carnivore diet, and I started January 7th. It's May 13th, um, and I'm 65 pounds down. So I've always been a bigger guy. I've always been, I'm 6'2". I've always been broad. I've always been tall, and I was always bigger around as well. So losing weight for me was always challenging. I think whenever I was younger and I was in really good shape, it's because I was in the gym 10 to 12 hours a day, and it just wasn't very challenging. I didn't have anything to do in my life, so I wasn't really giving myself to anything that was bigger than me, and I wasn't responsible for anyone yet, so I had time, so it wasn't hard. You get older, and then you kind of get into this place of like, okay, well, now maybe you have kids, maybe you have a career, maybe there's things that require your time, and so I didn't have the time to give in the gym every day. At least not as much as I wanted to, and not as often as I wanted to. Everyone can make time for things, right? But you know, um, it was harder for me to justify going to the gym 5 to 6 hours a week um, at that time in my life. And so for me, the path that I chose was to try to correct my diet and just try to like fix the input, right? So fix what's coming into my body um, in hopes to fix the condition of my body, right? So again, 300 pounds in the beginning, 65 pounds, I cut down to 235, and that's 18 weeks. I'm very, very happy with that progress. And I think for me, I want to get on here and share a little bit about what my experience has been, how I did it, what a day in the life is, and just start to kind of get more general awareness about this out here. Because I've done a little bit of research into the fast food industry, into the pharmaceutical industry, and just seeing how the systems that are set up that are meant to make a profit off your expense, that are meant to really in disregard of people's general health. And I know that for me, food, it was more of a cultural thing, right? It's like food. I was never taught that food is fuel. I was never taught what macros were, the breakdown of the micro and the macro nutrients, carbs, proteins, and fats. I was never taught anything about that. I was taught, here's what we have. I wasn't raised with like a whole bunch of money, so it's like the food that was in the house is what was in the house. And then I think this can be true of most people. Some of the best memories that I have are from like Friday night, where if we went and got pizza and a movie, and then it's like that's now attached to a real strong emotion. So whenever I got older, pizza and a movie was kind of a thing because it's kind of recreating some really good memories from my childhood. And I think that people have emotional ties if you to their concept of food. If you think of dating, often it's attached to going out and having dinner. Going you have drinks, and like there's caloric intake with all of this stuff. So I say all of that to say that I think that for me, my whenever I thought about food, it was kind of tied to an emotion or an experience. It wasn't tied to the reality that it's just a fuel. And so I'd reached a place in my health where I had very bad body image and confidence, and I was very upset with where I had let my body grow to, and I wanted to turn it around. So I had a lot of people tell me that the carnivore diet was dangerous, that was gonna increase my cholesterol, I was going to get heart issues, and I was going to die, and just all of this stuff. And you can't just eat meat, and it's not true at all. Like it's funny because whenever I was eating Taco Bell 2 times a week, pizza 2 more times a week, having a cup of coffee that had just as much creamer as it did coffee in it, no one said anything to me. No one seemed concerned about my health whenever I was running down a road that was causing me to gain more and more weight. whenever I started to do, and I'm going to call it natural, right? Because I think that eating meat is a very natural thing. Whenever I started to do a natural lifestyle change, everyone came out of the woodwork and they were concerned, right? And since then, the naysayers have gotten a lot quieter, right? But the amount of people that approach me at church, at the grocery store that see me, or just my family, or just people I know, friends. I'm in a few bands, so people that know me from music, like they see me and they're all asking questions. What are you doing? How are you doing this? I've been able to share my story with several friends, and they ended up starting it as well, and they have amazing testimonies of just the weight that they've lost, the general increase in energy, the mental clarity, the improved quality of skin or hair. There's so many benefits to it. It's not even funny. And so I think for me, I just wanted to I wanted to share this information out here. I wanted to talk to you all about what my experience has been. Again, I'm not trying to give out any kind of medical advice, and I'm not trying to, be overly critical of other methods out there. I think that one of the big things to keep in mind is that there's many different things that can lead you to the same destination here. If your goal is to lose body fats, build muscles, to get healthy and improve your overall level of health, there's a lot of different ways, and most of them work. I think that one of the reasons why the carnivore diet hasn't picked up more steam is because you can't really sell anything with it, right? Like you can't sell a product. You can't attach it to a pharmaceutical. You can't attach it to a magic powder or a pill or a protein bar or powder. I said powder twice. You get the idea. It's not a new workout club. It's not a new fad. It's just you get a pound of ground beef and you go put it in a skillet and you brown that pound and then you eat that pound. And then that's not sexy. That's not sensational. It's not a silver bullet. It can be kind of boring. But that's where the magic is. So for me, I don't only eat ground beef, but I'll eat anything from steak to ground beef to ground turkey, chicken, bone-in chicken. I eat a whole bunch of eggs. I'll do cheese in moderation. I'll do grass-fed butter. I'm a big fan of Kerrygold. I'll use 0-calorie seasonings such as Weber's Gourmet Burger. I'll use a lemon pepper, and then I will use Baja Gold's Celtic sea salt. I drink my coffee black. The only thing that I consume that's not predominantly a single ingredient whole food, I drink Ghost energy drinks quite a bit. They're 5 to 10 calories a can, 1 to 2 carbs a can. So the caloric value is almost a non-factor. You don't want to stack 5 or 6 of them in a day for every reason, but I think that's probably the only thing I do that's not like just extremely strict. But I'm going to be trying to put out some more videos and some more content for you guys on this. The carnivore diet has really changed my life, and I think it's going to look it looked a certain way in week 1. It's going to look a certain way in week 18. It'll look a certain way in week 52. But I'm 18 weeks in. I'm extremely pleased. I've lost 65 pounds. I feel so much better. My world has opened up. And I feel like I just found the very easy, basic, forgotten principle of don't eat bad food, eat healthy food, and then stuff works. So, my name's Robbie Johnson. I'm a carnivore, and I'll be bringing you guys some more stuff soon.